So I wake again with no real explanation from our government as to why my brothers and sisters in arms are already dying and possibly preparing to go boots on the ground in a war that nobody authorized. And I know that some of y'all are probably just like me, Googling, TikTok, searching, because there must be something coming other than these raggedy ass Truth Social pre recorded videos and posts, right? Well, not really. I don't think it is. But what I want to do is share with y'all what they have said so we can make it make sense. It won't, but we're going to try. And since they all are a bunch of babbling fools, because when you lie, you can't really tell that without stuttering because your brain is trying to process the lie. So let me try to pull it all together real quick, and then I'll let them talk. So initially, Trump said that we went to war because they have nuclear weapons. But remember, we obliterated those nuclear weapons, a minute ago. But that's why we went to war. And then he switched it up in the same speech, and he said that we went to war not to protect the Americans from the nuclear threat, but to give the Iranians a chance, because they have begged America for so long. And he was the president. Hold on. Sorry. Cat scratching my bed. He was the president that finally delivered those people into total chaos and confusion. But that's what he said. Same speech. Okay. Well, on the flip side, we have Marco Rubio and Speaker Johnson with a whole different story. Apparently, we went into war because we knew Israel was going to bomb Iran. And when they did that, Iran, for some strange reason, was going to come straight for us. These are their words. So we went ahead and bombed them because there was no way we were going to sit back and let them go after our bases and our people in the region. It's ironic though, and you see me smirking, but it's not funny. It's the irony is that as soon as we dropped those bombs, Iran went directly for our bases and our people in the region. I'm just saying that's what y'all was supposed to be protecting, and y'all caused an immediate attack. Not only that, but Speaker Johnson went on to brag about how we have all this high-tech intelligence. I just want to know why we didn't know that was a little girl's school that we struck. Because we're so highly intelligent. Clearly, we can hit the right targets. Anyway, it's come to my attention that a lot of y'all are searching up if Congress gave any approval for this war. The answer is no. Not only did they not, nobody asked. Nobody cared. And again, circling back around to those people in previous videos of mine talking about why would he tell us anything? Oh, so you just want him to put it out there? Yeah, I did. Excuse my language. But I did. I wanted servicemen and women and the civilians that they are now telling to evacuate by any means when there's no means. I wanted them to have a heads up. I did. So, sue me for thinking that that's right. Did I want him to do a signal chat with attack plans, war plans? No. But I wanted him to give the common courtesy to the country that he represents for some strange ass reason. I did. And as a veteran who, again, as I said in another video, slept on that base right outside of Riyadh, I think I would have been pretty pissed off to just wake up to bombs going off and nobody told me shit. And before y'all say, well, he told them, no, he didn't. The servicemen and women in Kuwait said they didn't know shit. and now some of them are dead. Iran is attacking. They know exactly what they're doing. The little installation in Kuwait, Riyadh, Dubai. First of all, they're going in where we didn't expect. We didn't think they was going to do that. We didn't. Dubai, we didn't. And then they went in for the major installations, right? The bases, the oil refineries. These people are not playing, and they've been preparing for our bullshit for a minute. That's what it says to me. Even though we just concocted this little plan here in the last presidential months. What has it been? I don't care. They've been prepared. So while we got this drunk ass Hegseth running around on stage thinking he's still on Fox News, putting on a show, I've got family and friends sending up prayers as their loved ones pack up to go to war. We've got Americans scrambling around in a part of the world where they are not only not wanted, but they are targets, straight up. Every single one of them stuck in that country. The president hasn't offered them anything, any money, any boat, plane, train, or automobile. Meanwhile, Dubai is paying for the people that are stuck there. They're telling their hotels, extend these people, make them comfortable. They have nowhere to go.
I think the president needs to come before the Congress, and for that matter, the American people, and decide amongst these 4 or 5 goals that have been laid out, what is the real goal? What is the objective? What is our exit plan? What obligation do we have now to the Iranian people if they do rise up based upon his call for them to go to the streets? And what is the imminent threat to the United States' interests that causes conflict?
There's always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass.
Does Congress have to weigh in? Is the president declaring war? And does Congress have to weigh in? And was there an imminent threat? Did you tell lawmakers that there was an imminent
There absolutely was an imminent threat. And the imminent threat was that we knew that if Iran was attacked, and we believed they would be attacked, that they would immediately come after us. And we were not going to sit there and absorb a blow before we responded, because the Department of War assessed that if we did that, if we waited for them to hit us first after they were attacked, and by someone else, Israel attacked them, they hit us first, and we waited for them to hit us, we would suffer more casualties and more deaths. We went proactively in a defensive way. This operation needed to happen because Iran in about a year or a year and a half would cross the line of immunity, meaning they would have so many short-range missiles, so many drones, that no one could do anything about it because they could hold the whole world hostage. Look at the damage they're doing now. And this is a weakened Iran. Imagine a year from now. So that had to happen. Obviously, we were aware of Israeli intentions and understood what that would mean for us, and we had to be prepared to act as a result of it. But this had to happen no matter what. Number one is our mission and our focus is the destruction of their ballistic missile capabilities and their ability to manufacture them, as well as the threat posed by their Navy to global shipping. That's our objective.
It was not, it's not a declaration of war. It's not something that the president was required because it's defensive in nature and in design, and because of the exquisite intelligence that we had, that if Israel fired upon Iran and took action against Iran to take out the missiles, then they would have immediately retaliated against U.S. personnel and assets. We have troops in harm's way, and we have many Americans in the region, and that was of great concern. What were the objectives? The objectives for our Operation Epic Fury, I am convinced, because I've now been to multiple briefings and I've understood the point of this, the objective was not regime change. The objective was to take out those missiles, the short and mid-range missiles.
I'll say it again. They can never have a nuclear weapon.
The missiles, regime change, sinking of the Iranian fleet, at least 4 different goals in the last 8 or 9 days. I'm not sure which of those goals, if met, means that we're at an end game.
The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
When we have American casualties and expectations of more, there needs to be the proof of an imminent threat to American interest.
But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission.
I still don't think that standard has been met.